starting from the farthest side of the body. Remember, class, if you do anything to the patient, you always start from the farthest, then to the nearest. For what reason? Imagine, class, if I'm going to start cleaning the nearest side of the patient's body, then I will reach out on the farthest side. What will happen? Yeah. The microorganism, the dirt, will be keep on what? Returning, coming back, or whatever. Ang isa po dahil is to avoid leaning. Leaning. Kaya may umay nga na, leaning. Leaning over the clean part, if I start with this one, rendering the clean part dirty again. So to avoid leaning over the clean part, rendering or making the clean part dirty again. Okay, that's the reason. So, okay. So, I have done cleaning the farthest. Now I'm going to proceed cleaning the nearest. Okay. When I'm going to clean the upper extremities and also the lower extremities. But this time, I'm going to start first with the eyes. Starting from the, you have to hold on to the patient, class, ha? Inner to outer canthus, other side of the towel, inner to outer canthus, wash, rinse, rinse, inner to outer canthus, inner to outer canthus, wash, rinse, rinse. Why do we have to start cleaning from the inner canthus, class, going to the outer canthus? Why? It is in your module. I read your manual. The printed manual that you have, I read it and I found the rationale there. Why you start cleaning from the inner to outer canthus? To avoid cross-contamination or transferring of dirt or microorganism from the outer to the inner canthus. Why? What is found in the inner canthus, class? Yeah, there is a duct. We call it a duct. D-U-C-T. A duct has a hole. Kaya naman, agihanan na siya. It is where the tears will flow. It is called the lacrimal duct. Lacrimal duct, where the tears will flow. Okay, that's why you always start from the inner canthus to the outer canthus. Okay, I've done with cleaning the eyes. Do not put any soap in the eyes, okay? I have rinsed this already. Now I'm going to clean the face, starting from the farthest side of the face, forehead. Okay, turn your towel, cheek, then turn again, bridge of the nose, other side of the cheek, chin, back of the ears, squeeze excess water, you have to clean the pinna. P-I-N-N-E. Your pinna is here. This is the pinna. This one, the outer side of the ear, pinna, okay? Wash, rinse, rinse, forehead, face. Now I'm going to pass under the nose. Gaya naman good bridge of the nose. Now under the nose. Then other side of the cheek, chin, behind the ears. Squeeze excess water, pinna. Okay? Never wash or put soap on the patient's face unless the patient has preference. Kung wala, ay pagbuot-buot. You might cause irritations on the patient's face. Okay? Wash, rinse, rinse. Now I'm going to proceed with the neck. Wash, other side of the towel, wash, wash, rinse, rinse. This time we can apply soap. Soap, wash, rinse, rinse, rinse. Okay, that's the way how to clean the neck. Then I'm now going to pat dry using the edge of this towel. Clean the face and the neck, of course. I've done the upper portion, the face and the neck. Now I'm going to remove all towels. Always bend for your knees, class, not on your back, principles of body mechanics. I'm now going to proceed which part of the body, class? I told you the upper extremities. So what comprises the upper extremities here, class? We have here the shoulder joint, of course, the upper arm, the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, and the hand, the fingers. If we're going to make use of the anatomy and physiology that we have learned, so this is the humerus, the skeletal system, humerus, and we have the two bones here, the ulna and the radius, right? Radial pulse is here. So this is the radius, this is the ulna, and this is the carpal, this is the metacarpal, And these are the phalanges. Okay. Do not forget your anatomy and physiology. It's very important, class. Okay. Expose the nearest upper extremities. Then you lie under with towel to avoid again moistening and soiling the bed sheets. Stretch the towel elongated, extending from the phalanges up to the axilla. What's the other name for axilla? Common English language. Axilla is?
Underarm.
Armpit or underarm. Very good. Okay, then cover. Always cover the part if not used or clean so that the patient will not chill. Now I'm going to make a mitt again. Make a mitt. Starting from the carpal or wrist, distal to proximal, long, firm strokes, pay special attention to the axilla. Okay, cover. So it should be done like this. Distal to proximal, long, firm strokes, pay special attention to the axilla. Okay, away from the breast, like that or like this, no? You do not touch the breast. Be careful. Okay, then wash, rinse, soak. The same stroke, distal to proximal, long firm stroke, pay attention, special attention to the axilla. Cover, then of course you rinse now, soak, rinse. Again, same stroke, distal to proximal, long firm stroke, pay attention to the axilla. Then, pat dry. What's the reason of that stroke, class? Distal to proximal, long firm stroke. The purpose of which is you are helping the venous return of the blood. We have three, anatomy and physiology again. We have three blood vessels, right? The artery,
Vein.
the veins, and the capillary, which connects the vein and the artery, the capillaries, right? The arteries carries oxygenated blood coming from the heart. So this distributes the oxygen to the different parts of our body. And the veins carries oxygenated blood to carry blood back to the heart to carry again oxygen to be distributed to the different parts of the body. So the purpose of distal to proximal class, you are helping the venous return, meaning you're helping the blood which is lacking of oxygen already to fast or to rapidly go back to the patient's heart to get oxygen. Okay? Distal to proximal, long firm stroke, pay attention to the axilla. Why do we have to pay attention, special attention to the axilla or underarm? Why? Okay. Because microorganisms enjoys, love, or wants to proliferate or multiply in a dark, warm, and moist places of our body. And this is hidden. Dark ba yan na? Parating nakatago. Tapos nagsingot. So, a sweat class has no microorganism. But once it goes out from our body, it is very attractive to bacteria and they will act on that. That's why we have home ilok. Because they are already acted upon by bacteria. Mo baho. So, pasabot mo baho, nananay ni Julio. Mo na class. Okay, then pat dry, pat. Again, pay special attention, the axilla should not be moist, it should be dry. Then after that, I cover the clean part with a bath blanket. Then pull the bath towel up to the patient's hand. Carry the basin with water, soap, and nail brush on top of the bed, padded with towel. You carry the patient's hand inside the basin. Be sure it will not exert pressure in the basin, no? Then you hold it like this. Then you wash without making a mitt. Okay, wash. Pay attention in between the fingers. Then you apply soap. Then brush the fingernails. Brush well. Then after that, you rinse. Rinse well. Remove the soap. And then carry all things back to the table. Dry well in between the fingers. Then cover. Okay? Farthest arm one hand done. Okay? Now I'm going to proceed to the chest and abdomen. The technique in applying the bath towel rather to the chest and abdomen is the same way when you apply the bath blanket changing the top sheet. It should be rolled like this. Put on the neck part. If the patient is incapable, not able to hold this edge, you can as well tuck it on the patient's shoulders. Then together with the towel and the bath blanket, you pull the bath blanket up to the patient's iliac crest or hip bone, no? The hips, up to here. Okay, so there's no more bath blanket here. It's only the towel that covers the patient's abdomen and chest. Now, before opening the chest clasp, in order for you to clean it well, you have to ask permission to the husband or the relative. If you're in the assessment center, you have to ask the assessor if it's okay if you're going to open the towel for her to see your stroke. So you're the assessor, ma'am. May I open the chest part of the patient in order for you to see my stroke? Okay, so I'm going to open it. But before that, before opening, I have to prepare my meat. This is already a clean washcloth. You have to wait for the assessor to answer you. Do not open unless the assessor will answer you with yes. Okay? So expose the chest part. Okay, let's start with the sternum. Under the breast, if the breast of the patient is quite big, you have to lift it, right? If it's cute, you have no problem. If it's quite big, you have to lift it using the dorsal of your hand or back of your hand, not like this, dorsal of your hand or back of your hand like this. Ayaw nga na, lahi ang dating sa inana o inana. No? So, dorsal of your hand under the breast, side and cross, then cover immediately. Wash, rinse, sternum, under the breast, side, cross, okay. Wash, rinse, soap, sternum, under the breast, side, cross. Wash, rinse, soap, sternum, under the breast, side, cross. Okay, now I'm going to rinse, wash, rinse, sternum, under the breast, side, cross. Wash, rinse, sternum, under the breast, side, cross. Okay, then pat dry. Do not touch this one when you dry. You have to avoid the center. Okay. Now I'm going to proceed to the abdomen class. Again, you have to ask permission before you open. So, okay now. So I make now the meat, square meat. Okay, I'm now going to open. I have to divide the abdomen into 4 quadrants class. So the bath blanket should be here, up to here, covering the perineum. So open, expose the abdomen. In dividing the abdomen class, 4 quadrants, this is the right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant,
right
lower quadrant, left lower quadrant, and the center is the umbilicus or navel. Okay, now I'm going to clean it first in sharpening. Right upper quadrant, okay, together.
right upper quadrant, left upper quadrant,
Pay attention today.
umbilicus,
Cover. Wash, rinse. Okay, together.
lower right quadrant, left lower quadrant, umbilicus,
Okay. Murag si Jake, naman ako si Jake. Wash, rinse, soap. Okay, together.
left
upper quadrant.
Left
upper quadrant.
umbilicus,
Okay. Wash, rinse, soap.
umbilicus,
Okay.
right lower quadrant and left lower quadrant. Pay attention to the umbilicus.
Okay, so now I'm going to rinse. Wash, rinse. Okay, go.
Right upper quadrant, right upper quadrant. Pay attention to the umbilicus.
Boy, the others are not paying attention ba? Okay, now the last.
Right lower quadrant, left lower quadrant. Pay attention to umbilicus.
Okay, very good. Okay, pat dry. Pat dry, pay special attention to the umbilicus or navel. Okay, now I'm going to remove the towel in this way. Okay, when you pull the towel away from the patient's body, pull it away from the patient's face. Where am I going to go now, class? After the abdomen. Asan ako pa mo? Where?
Lower extremities, ma'am.
Lower extremities. Again, you start with the farthest.
Farthest.
Extremities. I'm done. So I'm going to proceed with the nearest lower extremity, exposed. But just a reminder, if the patient, the assessor will not tell you to proceed with the other parts of the body, you have to finish both. Huh? Both. Do not say, ma'am, I'm presuming, ma'am, that I have done with the no, do not say that. You have to wait for the assessor's instruction. Okay, stand. So that the patient's arm will not be disturbed, we put it as well on top of the patient's abdomen. Then cover the whole part from the toes up to the groin. Then if you're not yet ready to clean, you have to cover first. Then prepare your meat. You can pull your table nearer so that you will not overreach. So principles of body mechanics, avoid overreaching. Okay, make a meat. Okay, open. Distal to proximal, long-term strokes, pay special attention to the popliteal area and the
Groin.
groin. Okay, then cover. Wash, rinse, soap. Together. Distal to proximal.
Distal.
Okay, one already said, go.
Distal to proximal, long firm stroke. Pay attention to the popliteal area and groin.
Okay, good. Okay, we're now going to rinse the patient's extremity. Wash, rinse, rinse. Okay, together again.
Distal to proximal, long firm stroke. Pay attention to popliteal and groin.
Mas bigo, no? Then, pag-drive. You drive very well the groin class.
Popliteal
Because
area.
organisms love to proliferate
Area.
there. Okay, I'm going to cover the clean part, pulling the back, towel blanket at the patient's foot. Then carry the basin on top of the padded bed. Then carry with you the brush and the soap. Put the patient's foot inside the patient's inside the basin. Be sure to avoid pressure. Okay. Then wash without making a meat. Wash. Then pay attention in between the toes. Soap well. Then you rinse. Also, brush the toenails. Brush them very well. Then you rinse. Okay, remove everything. Put back on the table. And then you pat dry. Pay special attention in between the toes to avoid the proliferation of microorganisms when it's wet, thereby rendering your food having a bad smell or having foul smell, no? Okay, so I'm done with the farthest lower extremity and the nearest lower extremity. Next, asan ako? Okay, back. So now I'm going to pull back the table. Put patient on a lateral sideline position. Raise sideral slap. Position the arm. Okay, the legs. Other leg flex. Turn patient gently. Ma'am, I'm going to turn it to the other side. Slowly. Okay, and then you pad towel at the patient's back, from back to buttocks, extending from the knuckle area up to the buttocks, knuckle area or back of the neck. N-U-C-H-A-L.
Nokal.
N-U-C-H-A-L. So, because I'm going to start cleaning the back, cover the buttocks first with that blanket. and then the back cover with towel. You should pad the towel near the patient's back to avoid the dripping of the water, which will render the bedsheet wet. Make a knit. Square knit. Okay, open. We have two strokes here. One stroke is from the waistline, this is the
Waistline.
waistline, okay? Inferior, superior, long firm strokes, circular stroke. Pay special attention to the scapula and the other scapula. Don't forget to clean the nuchal area or back of the neck. Okay, cover. Wash, rinse, soak. Inferior, superior, long firm stroke, circular stroke. Pay attention to the scapula and the nuchal area. Scapula. SC, kanini? Sa atong tapay-tapay.
Ang pako-pako.
Atong pako. Wash, rinse. Okay, together. One.
Interior superior, long firm stroke, circular.
Circular stroke.
And pay attention to scapula,
And
other
then
scapula,
knuckle.
and clean the nuchal area.
Okay. Ang uban silent movie man lagi uban. Okay. Ay, dili kayo kay nupa area. Okay, pat dry. Okay. Then I'm going to cover the clean part with a bath blanket, expose the buttocks. Okay, this time you cover the buttocks with a towel. Okay. Then I'm going to make a square mitt. Okay, usara ka stroke in the buttocks. Only one stroke, which is circular stroke. Okay. Start. Circular stroke. Circular stroke. Pay attention to this. What you call this one?
Sacral.
The hip bone, or the iliac crest.
Iliac
The
crest.
other iliac crest. This one. What do you call this one? We are done with this in the anatomy and physiology. Ato ni. Sacrum.
Sacrum.
Diba? Sacrum. And then at the end of this, the
Luchal.
coccyx.
Coccyx lang. Coccyx.
And then this one, the ball that we use in sitting down. Ischium.
Ischium.
Diba? Ischium. So this is the hip bone or iliac crest.
Iliac
The other
crest.
hip bone or iliac crest.
Sacrum.
This is the sacrum.
Coccyx.
Ischium. The bone that we use in sitting down, and the
Luchal.
gluteal bone.
Fold.
Pay attention to the gluteal bone. So if it's a female, do not do like that. The birth might be go inside the vagina. Okay. So cover. Okay, wash, rinse, soak. Okay, together. Circular, go.
Circular stroke. So, iliac crest. Other iliac crest. Sacrum.
Which one is that?
Coccyx.
Coccyx.
And the ischium. And the
Pay attention to the
gluteal fold.
gluteal fold.
Gluteal.
Gluteal. Sa inyong wala pong sa intramuscular. Okay, wash, rinse. Okay. Together, ang uban, tingnan po ko diha. This side, hindi mo ba? Okay, go.
Circular motion. Circular stroke. Pay attention to iliac crest. Other iliac crest. Sacrum. And coccyx. Ischium. And then the other ischium. And then gluteal fold.
Okay, very good. Then cover. So next step, what's my next step, class? To help in the circulation of the blood and to give
Massage,
support
ma'am.
to the next. Okay, we give back massage, the one that you learned. Sa inyong back here, no? Back here. So sa to? Effleurage. What is the other name for effleurage?
Circular.
So you start from here. Circular. So this is effleurage. Next.
Petrissage. Katong kuan ma'am tong
Massage or
ano?
holding Okay, cleaning. Okay, the other one is?
Kneading.
How about taputment? Taputment.
Tapping, ma'am,
Taputment,
tapping.
other name is?
Tapping.
Okay, tapping. And then the other one is?
Kneading.
Kneading. You can do like that or you can do like that. Okay? You will perform that one. You have no gloves, remove your gloves. And then you ask also the patient ang preference niya. The preference should be powder,
Oil.
lotion, or oil.
Oil.
Walay alcohol, do not offer alcohol. Then you cover. Okay, we're done with CGD. Then put everything in order. So this position class is supine, back lying, or dorsal position. The other one, kanina, is side lying or lateral position. Then you change the back blanket with the top sheet. It is still clear, so we have to put it back to the patient. Okay? Pulling one edge together with the lower part of the back blanket, you pull it upwards. Then remove the back blanket away from the patient's face. Then you make a ball with the one touching the patient's body inward. Make a ball. Then put it inside the hamper. This is a new gown. Put it back to the patient. Okay, position the gown on top of the patient's tuxedo, patient's body. This time, you're going to start putting the patient's gown where? Unaffected or affected?
Unaffected.
When you remove it, you started with the unaffected or affected. When you put it back,
Affected.
affected to unaffected.
Unaffected.
So this is the affected part. So I have to put it first. And then, after that, towards the unaffected arm or hand. Kaning procedure class together with KB, CBB, premier care catheter should only take 45 minutes during assessment. And then you pull down the top sheet. Then cover the patient. Then after that, let the patient assume again back to lateral or side lying position. Okay, sideral slap for safety. Okay, ma'am, I'm going to turn you back to side lying, ma'am. I'm going to tie the ribbon of your gown. Then tie the what? Tie the gown.
Unsa?
Paula, why were you late?
Kuan ma'am. Traffic man sila di mo naman kami gisakyan na kuan.
Yeah, I experienced it a while ago kasi every time I come to school, I took the multi-cab. So class, ang akong giingon sa inyo, 45 minutes during assessment, but when you take your patients, do not also rush the patient. Kaya in-assess na inyo na labira-bira no, it's not. It's only the assessment that it should take 45 minutes. Pagpangabuli mo lima, 45 minutes lang.
May ikaw na limutan sa mga kamot sa mga ulo.
Kantaan na, tudo si Ma'am.
Ma'am, ikaw inis ma'am.
Dali, umayos mo ka ba?